Jack Nace throws it up, and the 76ers in their traveling black. They also won last night in Denver. Here's Coleman. He got around Duncan, but there is David Robinson to make the play. But he does so with a foul. T in the wing, in the post to Coleman. Coleman extremely talented. He himself a #1 draft pick like Duncan, Robinson. The break. And those were both losses. The club scored 4 since the break. Philadelphia breaks the pressure. Coleman comes up the floor and scores. Right back to Iverson, the lightning quick point guard, very early. They left Coleman open for a long enough time for him to drive it down. Derrick Coleman has scored. Derrick Coleman pops in the wing, lets the jumper go. Nobody's going to go out and follow him. Duncan stayed inside a whole lot better, frankly, than he looked when he went down to the injury to start. Theo Ratliff turns and scores. Ratliff and Coleman are killing the Spurs inside.
Theo Ratliff has got great positioning every time he touched the ball.
Here's Duncan going right to work. And the defense met him. Aaron McKee swings it over to Coleman. Coleman gets Tim Duncan in the air, then airballs it, but Ratliff is there. Joe Smith, open shot for Monty, but he'll go all the way in. Blocked by Coleman. And Duncan takes it away and does not get it in off the side of the rim. Iverson doing a good job of getting the 76ers into their sets. Right now they're going at Tim Duncan's defense.
Handling one-on-one. He's going to really have to make sure not get himself into foul trouble.
Coleman now steps it out, knocks down another. 3 times throughout his career he has struck for 10 in the game's first 5.5 minutes. Duncan comes right back to score on Ratliff to cut the lead down to Derrick Coleman. They are milking this matchup, and he gets the foul on Tim Duncan. So now you got a real problem. You got Tim. Now David joins them. Derrick Coleman is feeling it. A 3-pointer for Derrick Coleman. So now we have 5 former #1 draft picks on the floor. Philly has all 3 of theirs. Iverson, Coleman, the shooter here, and Joe Smith. And half the guys out there, the very first pick in the draft, their respective years. Duncan, one of those guys, the most recent, right down the gut.
Real good about those two.
Well, his first ever Sixer game, he missed his first 7 shots. Tim Duncan with a strong left hand. 3.8 to go. Here's Brian Johnson.
Gonna have to step up the defensive effort here. Is that talent or what?
This play.
Get an opportunity to watch this guy. Now watch the versatility here too, the body control to catch that basketball and play it.
David gets very deep on Scott Williams, just dunks right over him like he's not there. 11 minutes. Here's Derrick Coleman, and Derrick Coleman answers right back. The Spurs, though, clearly, George Bass, who asked to be released, so he could move on. Derrick Coleman behind the back. And the basket is scored inside by Kiwi Stewart. Well, the 76ers have an injury problem. Tim Thomas has a pair of sore Achilles, and he may not come back into the game. Meanwhile, Tim Duncan say hello to Derrick Coleman.
He positively slammed him all the way through as he got that basketball. But he is a talented basketball player, and he's feeling loose right now as he gets the basketball and whips that basketball around his back and finds Kiwi under the basket.
Great matchup, wouldn't it, if he wanted to go on Geary? Shaw back up. No. Duncan the rebound. Spurs down 9. Snooze's webpage, express-news.net. There's Tim Duncan. For the Sixers, Brian Shaw left-handed. Rebound pulled by Joe Smith. Blocked by Duncan. Shaw all the way in. Blocked by Duncan again. Stewart goes up and he gets fouled. Trouble. Spurs are playing an Avery Johnson, Jaren Jackson backcourt. Tim Duncan, nice move towards the baseline. The puck is down to 5. Not a good offensive sequence for the Sixers. Derrick Coleman will bail them out with his second 3 of the game. He has 20 points. 47-36, Philly. As Duncan goes right back on Coleman on the other end and picks up a foul. Del Negro out to Duncan, going to work on Coleman again. Oh, wow! He exploded on Coleman.
Ball player, as they go through the pick and roll right here, he goes and gets the basketball, makes a quick move past Coleman. Everyone expects it to go off the glass, and he just slams it on through.
Of the first half, Coleman up over Duncan. Duncan playing him tighter and more effectively. 10. Coleman tells Iverson, get Avery Johnson out of here. Go to the weak side. He does. That leaves a guy open in the corner. It's Eric Snow for a basket. For that rebound at all, I think ordinarily he would have. Coleman, a third three this half. Why not? Derrick Coleman has gone for 23 points.
You're coming and you're still scoring 40.
Here's Duncan, defended by Stewart on the front. Nice lob over the top. Well, we have two of the most powerful forwards in all of basketball going after each other tonight. And what a show it has been between the Sixers' Derrick Coleman and the Spurs' Tim Duncan.
Well, we got some powerful forwards, but here's Coleman showing a light touch right now, putting up that nice jumper. And this is what got him started. Got a lot of open looks in the first half. And the important part, you can't let this guy be open. Now he steps up after the delayed break, gets the beautiful three, showing it long range and put it on through. And Tim Duncan, somebody forgot about him and let him have the basketball slicing right down the middle. He's had a fantastic first half, too, in scoring 16 points.
Right into Duncan. David Robinson is not on the floor to begin this third quarter. Monty Williams slipping inside, and it's a goaltending violation on the Sixers. Scored the basket. David's return after 2 weeks away gives him 13 minutes of playing time and 13 points.
Brian Shaw did really a good job.
Left Achilles, so he's not out there. And they go to a three-guard look here in lieu of Thomas. Monty Williams pokes that. His dad, Vince, was quite a basketball player at Kentucky. Played collegiate basketball. Tim Duncan able to bank it over Theo Ratliff. Purdue does Will have the quickness to guard him out there.
Get that hand up.
They doubled him. He's a great passer. Derrick Coleman is a terrific passer. And Shaw here doubling on Duncan. And for the Warriors, Weatherspoon and Jimmy Jackson. What a battle. Will Purdue goes down hard.
Right before he went to the basket.
We got to get the clicker. I want to frame by frame. Joe Smith getting it done inside the third quarter, but he's in now late in the quarter. Ratliff blocked by Duncan cleanly.
Isn't that nice to come back? He stayed in the action.
One of the best shot blocking clubs in the league, and they're getting some tonight. Here's another one on Coleman. Coleman goes again. Side of the backboard. Duncan. Avery to Duncan. Block at one. He got it! With one and winning!
My goodness. Watch as the ball's moved around. The shot clock's going down. He puts a beautiful spin on Theo Ratliff. Leaves him just flustered out there. Couldn't even get off the ground. Boy, keeping himself right contained.
Duncan. Oh, what a bounce. What a pass by Duncan! Duncan got another! It's going to Duncan, you know it. He got it! They're going to wipe it off with an offensive goaltend. That's the call. That ball would have gone in anyway, but they were over anxious. Third quarter, the Spurs had 9 blocks. That ties a franchise record. And they begin the fourth with another block. Tim Duncan. Monty Williams, Tim Duncan, and Will Purdue. David's on the bench. Tim Duncan. They hit him low. They hit him high. And he still puts it in the basket. Coleman against Duncan. A fadeaway. He's not getting the same shots now when it's time to win.
Anymore.
Duncan. Tim Duncan. He struggled early on tonight. But now he is just devouring the entire game. Ratliff. Shot clock at 5, 4. Duncan just got fouled. What a great play by Tim Duncan. The NBA is shoot after the 14th foul. Coleman. Oh, he had a little left in the wind. Injury has 16 points. Coleman against Duncan. David the rebound. Duncan left. David's right. Duncan spinning, stepping through. He got his own miss. Unbelievable play to go right around Derrick Coleman. Get it, and then Duncan. Let's go back to our sonic play of the game. Just watch what Tim Duncan does on this play.
Look at the energy here.
There are 3 guys inside of him. He gets the rebound.
That's just sheer effort and wanting it. You want it and you feel it on that play as Tim slams it through.
48 in the Dome tonight. Second largest crowd of the year to watch Derrick Coleman get busy. What a play and a block on David Robinson.
That's the kind of talent that this guy has. Faked that play up there, went down the basket, switched hands too, and threw it down. Those to the basket right here. Sees David under there, switches hands to the right side, and puts it on through as David is caught outside or inside that circle.
In this final quarter. Oh, my. Derrick Coleman. A week from Tuesday when they take on the Nets here in the Dome to begin a 4-game homestand. Derrick Coleman blocked by David, but fouled. Derrick Coleman.
Right now, very important, because we're going to be shooting some free throws.
That's why he's a good coach. He's got 7 guys out there. Foul, Brian Shaw. That was Anthony Parker in the game for Philly, a rookie and a Bradley.
Another block by Tim.
Larry Brown's team loses. And that's exactly what it meant tonight. The Spurs played one of their best halves of the year in the second half.